Helene Hadsell won over 5,000 competitions, all with the power of her mind. And one of her most famous quotes were, "With positive thinking, there are no failures, only a delay in results," which reminds me of The Power of Positive Thinking by Norman Peale, an amazing book. And he said, you can have anything that you want, providing you A, know what it is, and B, can see yourself having it. Guys, this is the secret. Seeing yourself having it, saturating your subconscious over and over with the exact vision that you expect for yourself. So by the end of this video, you'll be able to incorporate Helene's SPEC method, which helped her manifest 5,000 wins. That's not a coincidence. She really is that girl. So you can literally create anything that you want in your life. So the only reason there is ever a delay in whatever it is that you want, because all things exist all at the same time, right here, right now. The only reason there's a delay is because of your own disbelief. This is why time and time again, your repetition will dissolve your disbelief. By you becoming so disinterested in the 3D, it's so irrelevant, you almost have to switch it off, as in like, I do not give a damn what is happening in my 3D. I already know that I'm a multimillionaire. I already know that I'm with the person of my dreams. I already know that I'm living in my dream villa, apartment, whatever. I already know that this is my dream life, and this is more real than what I'm seeing in my reality. This is how you have to become time and time again. And the only job that you have is to redirect, continue redirecting over and over and over again. So this is the SPEC method. It's select it, project it, expect it, and collect it. So select it. Guys, when I used to consume the kind of content that I'm now making, everybody and their dog would be like, you have to decide what it is that you want. You have to get really clear and be really specific and really vivid. And I used to think, that is so annoying to me. Like, how can I just decide what it is that I want? I don't know what I want. I don't know what it is that I want. Let me tell you real quick. Yes, you do. If that was you and you were just like, I don't know what it is that I want. Yes, you do. You know exactly what it is that you want. You just don't believe that you can have it. So you daren't dream that big. You daren't tell yourself you get to have that life. You daren't write down that you make millions of dollars and that you live in multi-million-pound houses. You daren't write that because it feels so big for little old you. So the first step is selecting it. What is it that you want? Get descriptive. For example, when I manifested my first apartment in London, the only thing that I would visualize was a picture of the River Thames. And I would just see that from my balcony. And I would see myself doing yoga on my balcony, and I would see the River Thames, right? And I didn't visualize anything else. All I wanted was a snapshot of the River Thames and see the sun coming over it and be able and have a big enough balcony to do yoga on in the morning. Guys, I got that, okay? I had a perfect view of the River Thames all the way from Stratford, may I add. That's where I was living. And I was able to see a perfect vision of the River Thames. And I got to do my yoga on every morning on my balcony. But you know what I didn't visualize? The inside. I didn't visualize the location. I didn't visualize how quick it was to go and get my Pret in the morning. Wow, I miss Pret so much. If anyone's watching this, please create a Pret in Dubai. That's like the same as London. I didn't visualize being able to go and get my Pret in the morning and being able to go to, Barry's in the morning. And I didn't visualize all of that. I just saw the River Thames. I just saw me being able to do yoga on my balcony, and I got it. Be specific. Say it with your chest. What do you want? And so when I got that apartment, very quickly I was like, hey, I need to move. And I ended up moving to Chelsea, and where I actually wanted to be. And so you have to be really clear on what it is that you want. And when you decide something, it's quick, it's rapid. It doesn't have to take all of this time. The reason why there is a delay or a lag is because of you. Like, you're creating this lag. If you just relaxed, which leads us to the second step of Helene's method, which is project it. And she would just use visualization as a technique. She would sit there and visualize herself as her husband and him winning this fishing competition because he loved to fish. That was the first thing that she won. And she was sat there, pretend to be her husband, visualize it, embody it, see him winning, how it felt for him to win, how it felt to see him win. And then that was it. That was her. She would do that over and over again. Now, here's the thing. You can do visualization, or you can project it with your loop affirmations. You can project it with your sleep tapes. You can project it with your meditations. You can project it with visualizing, with sats. You can project it with your rampages. We have so many tools at our disposal. We're literally spoiled for choice by the universe with how many tools we can use in our toolbox to get what it is that we want. And so when we're projecting it, you don't just have to do the visualization, you can do anything. When I create the packages, the reason why I put so many things in is because I needed so many different things. I needed to do the journaling. I needed to do the self-love work. I need to do the inner child work. I needed to inundate my subconscious with all of these different techniques because I had so much disbelief. If you would like to create some magic with me this month, I have been with all of my clients, and you can click the link below, use code FEB20. And so if you can just visualize and then not waver, like, you're a superstar. I couldn't do that. I can now. Naturally now, when I say things, I don't have any wavering. I don't have any kind of opposing thoughts. I just say, okay, cool. I make 6 figures in a day and it's so easy for me. And there's no like, no, you can't. You won't do that. Which is exactly what would have happened a few years ago. It's just like, yeah, of course you can do that. Of course you can have anything. Of course that gets to be for you. Duh, it's you, right? So the more that you saturate your subconscious, inundate your mind with all of these beautiful, lovely things, the quicker that you will stop the wavering and stop the opposing thoughts, which leads us to expecting it. Expecting it really comes down to the wavering, because if you do all of these techniques, this is why I had to ramp it up when I was doing the Joe Dispenza meditations, and they are intense. Okay, I was doing them for months. They're an hour long. But I would do the meditation, and then throughout the day, I'd be sat there like, well, it's obviously not going to come. It's obviously not working. Like, nothing's changed. I've just done my meditation for an hour. Why hasn't anything changed, right? Because I wasn't expecting it, because I was wavering, because my mental diet was so shitty. And so when you are expecting it, the way to help you expect it is to do the rampages. If you need to do it 10 times a day, do it 10 times a day. If you need to do breath work 10 times a day, do what you need to do to get what you want and become who you desire to be. And so you just have to keep redirecting. So when you're expecting, you're actually redirecting your mind. So say you've done your meditation in the morning, you've decided what it is that you want, you've projected it out, and then throughout the day, you're like, okay, well, you redirect. Of course it gets to be for me. Of course it gets to be for me. But they haven't texted me. Of course they're obsessed with me. But I didn't get the job. Of course I get everything that I want. You redirect, and that is how you continue to expect. This is the power of the tools that we have in the toolbox, of the tools to help you become the best version of yourself, which leads us to collecting it. By the time that it's manifested in your reality, like, you should be flying high. Like, at the end of my 4-week packages, all of my clients are feeling like a completely different person. I'm working with someone at the minute, and just after 2 weeks, because it takes about 2 weeks for me to create the package, I give you, things that you can be doing to kind of create a strong foundation ready for the package. At the beginning of the first week of the 4 weeks of coaching, after the 2 weeks kind of foundation building of mirror work and inner child work, whatever I had given this client, on our first coaching call, they were like, I'm looking at myself in the mirror and I am feeling myself. I was just like, yes. Like, it feels amazing to hear that, because I know when I'm talking to you, I know how amazing you feel by doing this work. Like, I know it because I've done it, right? And so when I'm trying to convey the joy that you feel and how even if nothing's changed in your reality, you don't need it to, because you feel like a different person. Nothing may have changed, but you've changed, which allows things to change incrementally or at the speed of light. Like, you get to decide, right? And so when I'm trying to explain it to you in the best way that I can with all of these videos. But then when I have, clients coming to me after a week of just doing mirror work or of doing self-love work or of doing the loop affirmations, the rampages that we discuss in the packages, and they're feeling like a different person, like, that is so fulfilling for me, because I know that is literally priceless. And you don't have to do the package with me to feel like this. This shit is for free. Everything that we talk about on this channel is free. Go and turn this video off and go and do some mirror work for 15 minutes and do it every day for the next 30 days. You'll never have to pay anyone for anything. Go and turn this video off and go and do breath work, followed by a rampage, followed by loop affirmations, followed by, listening to your own voice, saying affirmations and repeating affirmations to you. Go and listen to the affirmations on my channel over and over and over again. Remember, your thoughts are just affirmations. So when we're listening to affirmations, we're literally listening to our new thoughts. Today's affirmations are tomorrow's thoughts. So what you're doing, you may think, oh, nothing's changing. I just listened to a 15-minute affirmation tape. You have no idea what you've just done. You're literally creating neural pathways. Anyway, I digress. I've completely gone off track here. But anyway, the final step of Helene's method is collecting it. And when you collect it in the 3D, bearing in mind, you've already been living in the end in your mind for however many weeks, days, hours, or months, you already know that it's yours. You literally don't care what your bank balance says, because you already know it's done. You don't care how they're treating you, because you already know they're obsessed with you, they want to marry you, and it's done. You don't care where you're living, because you already are in your mind living where you want to live, living with who you want to live, living in whichever country you want to live, right? You don't care. The 3D is so uninteresting, and that's when it starts to become interesting, when your bridge of events gets built and things start to shift in your reality. And this is the power of the SPEC method. Select it, project it, expect it, and collect it. This is so powerful. So comment down below, I expect the best and I receive the best now. And I can't wait to create magic with everybody. Remember, you can use code FEB20 on the packages down below for the next 3 people. You are worthy, you are loved. I love you and thank you.